Pardon me. I'm sorry. I'm fully entrenched in a book. You know, it has pages. You can turn them with words on them. I don't have a Nook, a Kindle, or an iPad. I like the feel of a book. You know who likes books? Emilio Rojas. While I'm going to continue to read Bret Hart's match at Survivor Series with Diesel back in 1992, you're going to watch an interview with the other Emilio, the rapper Emilio, obviously, and I'm going to continue to read my book, and maybe, just maybe, I'll come back and read you an excerpt. You know, my name's Emilio Sparks. You can follow me on Twitter at Emilio Sparks. You can follow Emilio Rojas on Twitter at Emilio Rojas. And, yeah, go to the website, EmilioSparks.com, or New Swag City. Books! And we're back. This is 30 Minutes with Emilio Sparks. What you just heard was Breaking Point, produced by Jay Glaze, from Emilio Rojas, self-titled Free P. I like to call it Free P, my friend. Breaking Point.
Free P?
Yeah, Free P. Why not?
Yeah, I should charge people's asses for that.
You should. When is Emilio Rojas going to start charging for music? Because there are certain artists that come out the gate that have a lesser blog presence than you, and they charge for music.
No, it's true. You know what? I'm not going to charge for music until we got a record #1 on the radio, and we are killing iTunes with a single. Like, I don't think that's the best way to build a brand. You know, Green catches me off guard, because Green listens to lyrics. Like, I've done records with, you know, producers and other DJs or whatever, and they don't hit me back like, yo, this shit is crazy, that bar is crazy. And Green will be like, yo, you got to do that again, or yo, that's crazy, you said it like this.
You've said it yourself to me repeatedly, that it'll take you a couple of days to formulate a song and to get it right and to get comfortable where you can go in the booth and then spit it, and then you might have to do a couple of retakes or, you know, just like tweak a couple of bars here and there. Does he ever get on you for the length of time it takes Emilio Rojas to write a song?
Not really. You know, like, my process is weird. Like, it's not like I'm just writing 2 verses and that's it. Like, I'll write like 8 verses for one song and I'll pick 2. You know, so then the rest will get trashed. Like, I won't even use them. I'll stash some of the bars that I liked in like a big, like on my laptop right now, I have like a list like 100 pages long in the Word document with just bars that I pull from other songs. So, he understands that because he's been in the studio with me. Like, you know, he'll hear me write a whole verse, and I'll write the verse quick. It'll be like 15, 20 minutes, the verse will be done. But then I'll go back and I'll write another verse and another verse. But it's not always like that. Sometimes I'll finish a song in 6 hours, 4 hours, but I like to go back. I like to really craft records.
I'm going to ask you about XXL, because for a long time, a lot of people said, why hasn't Emilio Rojas been on the Freshman 10? Mm-hmm. Have you, were there ever any offers? Have you turned them down? Because I do know that rappers do turn them down. Do you feel disrespected that you were never asked? What is going on with that?
Man.
Explain your take on the Freshman 10 and why Emilio Rojas hasn't been on that.
I don't understand why certain things happen and why certain things don't. That's the bottom line. I have no take on it. I'm not offended. I don't feel disrespected, you know. And you know, you don't look at something like that as a springboard for your career either. You look at artists like Drake and Nicki Minaj, they never had that platform. You know? And I'm not waiting for that to be the point where I really start my takeover either, you know? At the end of the day, that's something that will add to an arsenal of things that are already moving for you. Or it could just be a piece, like it is for a lot of people. Like, I'd say any given year, you have a third to a half of the artists on the cover that actually perform as predicted, you know, and the rest of them just disappear.
You know, it was crazy. A couple months back, I texted you. It had to be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and
right.
This is when, and this is why I respect Emilio Rojas, because 2 seconds later he texted me back. But there was a rumor going around that MMG was interested in you, or Rick Ross signed you immediately, all because he bigged you up on Twitter. And I remember the internet going real nuts on Twitter for a hot minute. And so when I checked my timeline, I saw what was going on. I immediately had to know what was going on with that. Did anything come about from that? Was there, or was it just Rick Ross just bigging up somebody that, you know, just does what he does?
You know, Ross is a homie. Like, he's a big homie. MMG is an incredible team. They run radio. They kill the internet. Bunch of talented motherfuckers that are just killing everything they touch, you know. Ross has been very supportive. As far as the rumors of like me signing or, you know, the interest, I guess just stay tuned.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, elbow in the ribs?
Nah, just stay tuned.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I fuck with MMG. That's the fam. That's the fam. Big shots to Spiff, Rose.
You were recently in Australia with the Wu-Tang Clan. How did that come about?
Oh, fucking M Phases. M Phases, yo, he did that. We went to Australia. Me and M Phases had an album together that we recorded like 5 years ago, and they finally put it out this year in Australia. So we went over there to promote the album, which was weird because I didn't even remember the songs that were on it, let alone the words to them or any of that. So we did 6 dates with the Wu-Tang, 5 dates. I don't remember exactly, but it was dope. It was packed. The whole shit was packed. It was crazy. We had the show in the mountains, and we get to the bottom of the mountain. Now, it's winter because it was August here, which is summer, but I mean, there's August there too. But it was summer here and winter there because everything's reversed. So we had a show at the top of this mountain, like at a ski resort. They make you stop at the bottom of the mountain and put chains on your tires. And you drive up this fucking mountain, yo. This shit, icy roads, B. Low visibility. No guardrails. We're driving up a fucking mountain to go rap. I would never in my fucking life ever do some shit like that again.
Did you think you were going to die?
I thought I was gonna die, yo. My ears popped. I'm looking at like signs as we're driving up, like drift. There's no shoulder. Not only is there no guardrail on the road, these shits are super tight. There's no shoulder, B.
Did one of the signs say, if you've come this far, you're fucked?
That would have been funny. No. I remember I got to the hotel room and I sent Jonathan, my manager, like an email, like never, there's no sum of money ever that makes this type of show worth it, ever. But you know what? All things considered, that was one of the best shows of the tour, though.
Will you peep this shit? My match with Diesel at Survivor Series was physically brutal. We have complimented each other working and building a match for 25 minutes until I dove over the top. Diesel, he moved out of the way. I bounced hard on the padded floor. Diesel pulled himself up on the top rope and back into the ring while I slowly got to my feet. That's fucking Shakespeare, Bret Hart. You're a fucking genius. Continue to watch what I'm doing with Emilio Rojas. It's gold. Complete gold. Books. But you're pretty famous on the interwebs. I've noticed you have an insane female following on Twitter, and I noticed you're only following like really hot chicks.
I don't fuck with the unhot chicks, dude.
No, but I'm just saying, sometimes ugly women will listen to your music, so you gotta show ugly girls love too.
Yeah, but I just be like, hey, thanks for the support, baby. Okay, I gotta put that voice on too. You know, like we just.
Okay, mama,
man.
I love you too.
Exactly. It's like, all right, thanks for the support. Come out to the show, buy a XXL t-shirt. Yo, I would take a fat girl with a pretty face over the baddest bitch with some Uggs on.
Well, come to Staten Island, and that's all they wear.
I would throw them. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, I'm not gonna talk. There's a reason they charge you in and out of Staten Island. Like, huh?
They try to fucking keep us there. They're like fucking caged animals. To keep the Ugg girls in there, because the Ugg girls won't go to the city. They won't diversify. You know what I've done?
What?
That this might be bad. I don't know. Like when I sleep over certain chicks' houses, and I gotta pee in the middle of the night, I'll go in their cabinets,
right,
in their mirror, and I'll look to see whether or not like they have any like fungal creams or antibiotic that has to deal with something that burns when they urinate, and then I'll do like the check, like and I'll rummage through their shit.
Check for yogurt.
Yeah, the whole fucking
That's a
nine.
yeasty girl right there. She got a big stock of yogurt.
Ugh.
I'm very lucky, yo. We've been able to really, really reach people without having any major backing or funding. And I think that's rare, especially nowadays. Like, there's so many people, like, there's been a lot of recent independent success for certain artists, and what people don't understand is they have the same system behind them that a record label provides, which is money and a team to handle media, and we don't have that, like, we really rely on the music that we put out to make our impact.
My major question is this, and this is how we'll end this. If Emilio Rojas decided to quit rap today, would he be comfortable with the life that he would lead after doing hip-hop?
That's a good question. I don't know. I never thought about it. I never thought about quitting rap, because rap is like the doors that I've been trying to open for a long time have just started opening. Like we had to force our way in. So it's like I'll be goddamned if I push my way tooth and nail to get in somewhere and then I'm gonna leave. I'm not leaving you guys.
I hope you enjoyed the interview with the other me, the rapper me. Emilio Rojas. For more information on Emilio Rojas, you can go to his website, EmilioRojasMusic.com, or you can follow him on Twitter, @Emilio Rojas. For more information on who I am and what I do, you can go to my website, EmilioSparks.com, or NewSwagCity.com. Also, follow me on Twitter. Like me on Facebook. There's numerous ways. Talk to me about the New York Times bestseller book, Hitman, My Life in a Cartoon World of Professional Wrestling. Let me know. We'll compare notes. We'll have a book club. A book club.